Well, good morning, Carbondale. How y'all doing today? Thank you so much for tuning in to WDBX 91.1 Community Radio for Carbondale and the world, y'all. That's right. Listening on those airwaves. You can listen on the interwebs, WDBX.org. So yeah, I hope you're having a great Monday. Thanksgiving week. Perhaps a short work week for some of y'all, or perhaps a busier work week, depending on what type of work you're doing. I know there's lots of amazing things going on in the community I'm going to tell y'all about. Then we're going to dive into our interview today. I've got Skip Cosgrove and Elizabeth Sears in the studio with me today. Good morning, you two.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being here. So we'll dive into that interview with them. Talking about Toys for Tots, that toy drive you maybe have heard of, and the Carbondale Community Police Department's Christmas store. So first, let me tell you about another few things coming up here this week. So the Newman Center, they are throwing their annual Thanksgiving Day dinner. This is the 57th annual one. So they will host a free Thanksgiving dinner at the Newman Center, which is at 715 South Washington. It's over by the rec center, next to the railroad tracks. So on Thanksgiving, Thursday, November 27th, from 12 to 2 p.m., you can join them for a free meal. Or if you want to call ahead to have a meal delivered, you can do so at 618-529-3311. To volunteer, donate, or have a meal delivered, you need to contact those folks today by 3 p.m. You can also email them at office@siucnewman.org. So they are definitely seeking volunteers, and over the next few days are going to be getting everything prepared for that meal and for those deliveries. So check it out. We have info about this on our City of Carbondale government Facebook page as well. Another thing coming up, this is a couple weeks out, but still want to put it on y'all's radar now. Helping Hands for the Holidays Winter Resource Fair that will be held at the Carbondale Civic Center. This is put on by Mayor Harvey in the City of Carbondale, and this is a resource fair. So different nonprofits and community organizations coming together, offering up those resources for those in need in the community, talking about, shelter, food, clothing, legal help, etc. So it says at the Carbondale Civic Center from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., there's going to be free food from Cristados. So if you're interested in vending for this, or just want to put it on your calendar so you can attend, that is on December 11th from 10 to 1. So also, this is on our City of Carbondale government Facebook page. It is also on our website, explorecarbondale.com, if you want to look up more info about it there. And of course, it's the holiday season. It's all about shopping, it's all about giving, right? So here we are. So of course, Thanksgiving week, everyone knows the next day is Black Friday, but did you know that that is also Record Store Day? It's National Record Store Day. They're going to be celebrating at Plaza Records on the Strip. That store is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And fun thing happening, River to River Community Records is having an album release party for the New Sounds of Southern Illinois Volume 2 record. It's got lots of local musicians on it, and some of those local musicians will be playing live at the store starting at 1:30 p.m. So check it out. There's going to be coffee, cookies, music. It's awesome. So this Black Friday, consider, going and spending your money on some local music at Record Store Day. Then, of course, we have Small Biz Saturday. So really get out and about, support those local businesses, whether you're buying something, tangible that day or getting gift cards to stock up for the stockings and whatnot. And then to put on your radar, Give SI kicks off next week. Maybe you've heard of Giving Tuesday. So the Southern Illinois Community Foundation, they host Give SI. It is a giving marathon. So starting on Monday, December 1st at 5 p.m., going all the way until 10 p.m. on Tuesday, December 2nd. It's a marathon of giving. So tune in to WSIL. They will be hosting live interviews for that day of giving. Check out more info on this at givesi.org. You can see what organizations are there in the bracket to give to, and they'll be entered into a pool for some extra giving prizes, etc. So yeah, start thinking about, it's nice this time to pause, maybe kind of budget, thinking about where you can donate, where you can give, etc., where you can support your local friends and family. And in the spirit of that, we're going to keep that conversation going on giving, because that is what it's all about, the Toys for Tots toy drive and the Carbondale Police Department's community Christmas store. So, Elizabeth, we're gonna dive in with you and talk about the upcoming Christmas store and how people can contribute to this or be a part of it. So, Elizabeth, do you want to tell our listeners who you are, what you do in the police department, and then we'll talk about this Christmas store?
Sure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
My name is Elizabeth Sears. I am the crime victim advocate at the police department. I mainly am just there to help people who unfortunately become victims of crime and all the obstacles that come after that. Just be there to support them, help them through a lot of that legal process, tell them their options on what they can do to keep themselves safe in the future, and just really anything I can do to help when they're already in a really tough situation.
Absolutely.
I'm an Illinois certified domestic violence professional, so that's kind of my main role, but really all victims of crime can come to me, and I can try to help in any way I can.
Yeah.
My other role would be the Christmas store, so I kind of was grandfathered into that. Susie Tolliver, who was our wonderful crime victim advocate for many, many years, she did retire 2 years ago, but she had this program, so we support, the lower income families in need. Children from 1 to 10 can get a brand new pair of shoes, a brand new coat, and 2 toys each. Wow. And then we also have some other miscellaneous items. A lot of times we get book donations and DVDs, movies, things like that. So
nice.
Just some extra things for the children.
Oh, that is fantastic. So this has been going on a while now, and this helps. It seems like your numbers grow each year of how many families you're able to support, yeah?
Yes. So last year we were able to do 151 children. Mm-hmm. This year we are at 186.
Wow.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And so is that at this point already at its capacity of those who can register to come to the store?
It is.
Okay.
And so this year our store is a little bit earlier in the year, so our sign up was earlier. We did announce it on our Facebook, and that's what we'll continue to do in the years coming, so that people know when sign up is open. But yes, we have unfortunately reached our capacity, which is, the need is so overwhelming.
Sure.
But, there's other wonderful community resources to kind of pick up that extra. But yes, I believe it's our 24th year.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. That's fantastic. And how can folks contribute to this store?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. So the SAU Athletics Department has coat boxes, or boxes to donate coats at their games, I believe for the next few weeks.
Great.
And then, anyone can make a donation directly at the police department. If they're not able to, and it would be easier, I can always arrange to come pick it up. There's a box at the courthouse. There's also a box at City Hall, so people can drop, brand new coats, toys, things like that in those boxes. We don't need shoes, so coats and toys would be the main things that we're in need of.
Awesome.
And really just any sizes, and then toys appropriate for ages 1 to 10.
Okay, very nice. Good deal. Good deal. I love that. And so what's that, experience kind of like in the store for those kids and, y'all there at the police department? How kind of hands-on are you with the shopping experience?
So most of the time the kids actually aren't present. Normally it's during school hours.
Gotcha.
So sometimes children will come with the parent. I just leave that up to the parent. If they want their children there with them to help pick out their things, then they are more than welcome. But in most cases it's just the parent, and they use that, so it's the gifts that they don't find out about until Christmas Day.
Okay, fantastic.
And we also provide wrapping paper and stuff, and sometimes we have volunteers that wrap for us, so
cool.
All of that's kind of taken care of. So normally the children aren't really a part of the process,
Gotcha.
but they can be. I don't, I leave that up to the parent.
Yeah.
But in general, we are kind of hands off, honestly. We're not there to breathe over their shoulder while they, we want it to be like a store. You know, they kind of go in, we give them their shoes, then they can go and look at all of the coats and pick which one, screams their children's name, what colors they would like or whatever. And then we have the toys just set out in age-appropriate tables.
Yeah.
And so then they just go to that, and we just kind of let them be and let them, we're there if they need us, if they have
Yeah.
any questions, or if they need any guidance, but we just kind of let them have like a shopping experience.
That's wonderful. I love that you're able to create that autonomous experience and just let it be like any other shopping experience.
Yeah, and a lot of time as they're shopping, they're talking to everyone in the room, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, very cool. Well, how fantastic. So yeah, if you are getting out to those SIU basketball games right now and you are wanting to contribute to this, go ahead and get a coat in that 1 to 10 age range, and you can drop it off at those games, or like Elizabeth mentioned, you can drop it off direct at the Carbondale Police Department or at City Hall. How wonderful. Yeah, I love that.
And I do believe that if you donate a coat at the basketball game, they will have a ticket to a game, a free ticket to a game, an upcoming one. I do not know if there's a specific game or if they're just giving out some free tickets,
Okay.
But I believe that is their incentive.
Hey, fantastic. What a perk that is.
Yeah.
How fun. So then you get to support Saluki Athletics, and then they get to support you. It's this whole cycle of support. How wonderful. I love it. I love it. Well, Elizabeth, we'll make sure, if we need any other details at the end here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to make sure that we get over to you, Skip, and hear some about Toys for Tots.
I'm glad you did. I almost fell asleep.
So what, you think Toys for Tots is a little more exciting here? Tell us. Thrill
No,
us.
it's not more exciting. It's just more involved, basically. We've been doing this for 33 years.
Uh-huh.
We used to cover 9 counties, but we've reduced that down to 6.
Great.
Mostly because of lack of volunteers.
Okay.
It takes a lot of volunteers. Like when I left our headquarters building this morning, there was 9 people there bagging toys.
Wow.
And other people there answering the phone and things like that. And
Goodness.
it's ongoing this time of the year.
Yeah. And so Toys for Tots is, this is part of the foundation through the Marine Corps, yeah?
Right. The Marine Corps Reserve initiated Toys for Tots back in 1947.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of an interesting story behind that, but if you want to hear it, let me know, but if not, so it's been ongoing, and it's been getting bigger every year since then. So, that's 78 years.
Wow.
And it's been going, and we've been going 33, so.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to hear the story if it's not too
Well,
lengthy.
it didn't exist, and there was a Marine Reserve major that his wife decided that because of some experience that they were having on the West Coast, that children weren't getting Christmas presents. So she started making sock monkeys
Okay.
and handing them out. And
Cute.
that's how it all started. And it's just been going since then.
Oh, I love
We give
it.
more than sock monkeys away now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Probably rare that you see a sock monkey come through these days.
I haven't seen one in a long time, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta bring that back.
I know, I'm making it a mission now. I'm going to find a sock monkey or make one and donate that. So you are one of the Carbondale coordinators for
Yes.
Toys for Tots because like you said, this spans several counties. So what do people need to know about let's focus on Carbondale, Jackson County. What do people need to know about Toys for Tots here?
Well, we've had to transition over the years and sort of consolidate. Like it used to be just Carbondale, Jackson County, but then we had to move Jackson and Union County in with Williamson County.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of the non-Carbondale areas of Jackson County that go in another segment. That's another distribution day. That's another different collection effort. Last year we did totally almost 9,000 kits.
Wow.
Amazing. So it actually goes on all year long. A lot like Elizabeth. We're sort of on idle most of the year, but once October hits, October through the end of December, I have a one-track mind.
Yeah, sure. So, how can people get involved with Toys for Tots? Like you said, there's been a lack of volunteers, so you've had to scale back. How can people get involved to be a volunteer?
Well, right now we have They can call,
Mhm.
and if they have, like, if they have an organization or just wanna do it individually, they can call and find out what times, you know, that we're doing bagging.
Mhm.
When they bag the toys depends on who can be at a certain location when, and if we have enough toys to do it, you
Okay.
know, so that's, we're constantly doing toy pickups and toy drives to try
Yeah.
to make sure we have enough toys.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
looking at an increase this year, I think, just as Elizabeth is experiencing the same thing.
Sure. And at this point, people can still sign up to receive toys, yes?
They can call in Monday through Friday,
Mm-hmm.
9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And there's only, I encourage people to be patient when they call, because we have one line coming in and one person answering that
Uh-huh.
line. And they're gonna get a busy signal a lot.
Sure.
But just be patient, you'll get through, and it's not first come, first served, so it doesn't make any difference. You
Uh-huh.
can call the absolute last minute of the last day and get the same consideration that the first person did.
Yeah.
So,
Great.
but that'll go to December the 3rd.
Okay.
And our first toy distribution is coming on December the 6th on Lights Fantastic Parade Day.
Great.
Yeah. It's not here, it's over in Saline County.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's really going on while we're hustling around trying to get ready for the parade and,
Yeah.
you know, and then every weekend after that, there's a distribution somewhere.
Amazing.
Up through the 20th of December.
Amazing. And you're just accepting toys throughout that time, yeah?
The whole time, yeah. Well, we can actually accept toys year round.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've finally gotten the network to the point where people understand the flow.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It used to be we struggled, that nothing came in as far as donations were concerned until, or not very much, but it didn't come in until after Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're well on the way after
Right.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So, but people are starting to donate sooner
Yeah,
now,
great.
which is really helpful.
Yeah,
Really
oh, I'm
helpful.
sure.
It helps us get ahead of the bagging, you know, when you
Mhm.
consider, see what we did last year. We distributed 22,000 toys,
Mm-hmm.
almost
Wow.
23,000 toys. And total children, you know, it's 4,000 something, you know, so
Yeah.
we have to start early to stay ahead of all that, because
Mhm.
if everything came in the day before the distribution day, there is no way we could get that done.
Oh, yeah.
There's no
Definitely
way.
not.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
So, but that's where good volunteers really help, and
Yeah.
and I beg to differ with people when they say you can't get good volunteers anymore, because we have some good volunteers.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
yeah.
And you see that in this community. People are ready to step up all the time. It's pretty amazing.
Generosity of the local community members and other places too,
Mhm.
because we collect toys where we distribute toys.
Yeah.
So people's generosity is really good, and there's a lot of people that I think struggle economically, but they still find a way to
Yeah.
contribute.
Absolutely. And even if that is with their time, you know, if they
Yeah.
decide to spend their
Right.
time and
Yeah.
energy,
Right.
that is huge. That's absolutely huge. And yeah, I know that there's a donation box in the lobby of City Hall for Toys for Tots. And as well as, there's a lot of boxes out there, aren't there?
94 in
Wow.
Carbondale alone, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
pretty amazing. I know there's, one at City Hall, one at the fire department, and then just scattered throughout town at different stores and
Right, banks and
establishments.
stores
Yeah.
and professional offices, and you know, we have an attorney that's really supportive of us, and I mean, we started getting 2 and 3 large garbage bags full of toys from her
Wow.
back in August.
Yeah.
I mean, but she's on top of it, you know, and
Yeah.
she understands how it flows.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, well, so fantastic. So I'm sure that you have seen a box out there. If you've been in Carbondale, you've seen a Toys for Tots box. If you've been in Southern Illinois, you've seen one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we really hope you consider, while you're out there doing your holiday shopping, grab an extra gift. They have amazing, I was at Ollie's last night. They got amazing toy deals right now. So, get you.
Ollie's is really supportive of our, nationally they're supportive of, well, or I wouldn't say nationally because they're not all over the country, but
Uh-huh.
in their operation area, they're really supportive
Yeah.
of Toys for Tots.
Yeah.
Both with making toys available, discounting toys, and getting donations from people to be able to spend there in their store, which it's sort of a full circle concept, and it
Yeah.
works fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. We're about nearing the end of our show. We got under 10 minutes left here, so if you're just tuning in at the end here, I'm chatting with Elizabeth Sears of the Carbondale Police Department and Skip Cosgrove with Toys for Tots, and we're talking about ways that you can give back to the youth in our community through the Carbondale Police Department Community Christmas Store and the Toys for Tots Toy Drive. So, yeah, lots of opportunities to give. If you're going to those basketball games, you'll see the donation boxes for the police department's Christmas store. If you're going anywhere in Carbondale, you're going to see those Toys for Tots boxes. So, y'all, what things have we not touched on yet that you want to make sure listeners know about with the Christmas store and with Toys for Tots?
Something that Skip just said that, so we did kind of touch on this, but just to expand on it more, is just that full circle moment of giving.
Mhm.
So the people in the community that donate to the youth and just allow, give these children
Mm-hmm.
something more to look forward to on a day that's so special in most people's world.
Sure.
But not so, families can only do what they can, especially these days.
Mm-hmm.
So being able to give back to those youth and then allowing them to have that moment, I think can just like do wonders in their life to where it's just that full circle moment. Supporting the youth.
Mhm.
And we have so many, the members of the community are top tier, but then we also have like local businesses, both for us personally, like Walmarts have been great,
Mhm.
both Carbondale and Murfreesboro, which I want to give a shout out to them because we don't even serve Murfreesboro in our specific program.
Sure.
But they still, were willing to give to youth beyond their own,
That's awesome.
and then like Shoe Carnival, and we have a lot of like other nonprofit organizations, such as We Care, that have made very generous donations.
Awesome.
And even just the donating one coat
Mhm.
does so much more than someone would think.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to go bring in a giant haul of stuff, but
No,
just if everyone does their little bit.
Yeah.
How wonderful.
And we also had a very, very generous donation from a foundation called First Responders Children's Foundation. They donated 300 toys.
Wow.
Yeah.
My
So
goodness.
that slipped my mind earlier, and I had to mention that because
Oh yeah, that's
that allowed
huge.
us to make that 30+ leap from last year.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
which we
how
did not
wonderful.
expect to do it that many this year.
How cool. Wow, fantastic. People are awesome. Man, I love it.
Kind of restores your faith in the community again,
If
if you feel like you're losing it, or just in the world of, all the challenges people are having these days,
Yeah.
and just everything that people are facing.
Mhm.
And then it's moments like these that you're like, there is good.
Yeah. Absolutely. How wonderful. Skip, what else about Toys for Tots?
Well, I want to give out the phone number they can call in.
Yeah, please do. That'll be great.
It's just keep in mind when I indicated they could call in, but it's 618-303-0149. Somebody will get you registered and get you lined out to get toys. And I have to reiterate what Elizabeth said. You can generally tell the folks that come and pick up toys
Mm-hmm.
for their children. You can tell the ones that really need it,
Yeah, sure.
and they're grateful.
So grateful.
Yeah.
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 They're very grateful. And I think some of the most inspiring situations for me is when I talk to someone who's making a donation, whether it's a toy or cash, and they say that they have to do it every year because when they were a kid,
Mm-hmm.
Toys for Tots helped them.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's a full circle.
Yeah.
Oh
Again,
yeah. That's fantastic. I bet that is really special
Yeah.
to get to witness that. Will you repeat that number one more time?
Sure, 618-303-0149.
Fantastic. Yeah, and you can call up until December 3rd, you said, is when you can
December
call
3rd,
to sign up.
Close of business.
Great.
Yeah.
Sign up
Which
to get
is
toys.
4 p.m., yeah.
And then you'll start distribution on that Lights Fantastic Day, December 6th.
Yeah.
Yes. Wonderful. And then just keep on a-truckin'.
You know, what's important to realize is that if it wasn't for the community members, I mean, like, both Elizabeth and I are just basically, we're the conduit.
Right?
Yeah,
It just
sure.
flows through us.
Yep.
Mhm.
But if it wasn't for the community members,
No.
we wouldn't be able to do it.
It wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah, community supporting community. We love to see it. We love to see it. I would love to ask you both, we have just a couple minutes left, so just a brief, is there something that you want to share that is stood out to you in this work over the years?
How we never seem to catch up to the need.
Absolutely.
You know, there's the need just keeps growing and growing and growing, and you sit back and even though the circumstances that a lot of people that we help out have, I don't experience those. I haven't experienced them through my life. Whatever the reason is, there's a difference.
Yeah.
And we just never seem to be able to get caught up. There's always people that are struggling.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a shame.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think it takes a lot for someone to ask for help.
Sure.
You know, you might not be able to tell that on your 5-minute sign-up call of getting their information, but picking up that phone and saying, hey, I need help to give my kids toys, like that
Yeah.
takes a lot.
Yeah.
And so it's overwhelming, the need, and that it just, you know, we do what we can. And I think that's why, for me, you know, my goal is to always kind of up our numbers each year. But yeah, I mean, without the community support, it would never be able to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, knowing that need is even greater than what you are seeing or what folks even realize.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I find myself kind of back to what you mentioned about, it's almost like Christmas starts in October. It's like all year round, because I find myself like in June I was looking at things and I'm like, oh, when that goes on sale, you know, because we don't get a lot of when we're you know,
Yeah.
so you know, you start to look out for deals, and I would encourage the community to do that, because
Absolutely.
this is already a tough time of year. You're worrying about supporting your own family and, you know, budgeting for your holiday needs, but you know, even if you are dropping off a toy in June,
Yeah,
like that gets added to the pile.
absolutely.
So it's Christmas all year round.
Yeah.
I don't know if you experienced this now, but there's an interesting phenomenon. We have 6 months through 12 years of age that we provide gifts for. And everybody always talks about, why, you know, the little kids, they're so sweet, and, you know, but we don't get enough donations. For 6 months
For
to
little
2
ones?
years, right?
Yeah.
And then 10, 11, and 12-year-olds, those are the ones that really lack.
I would agree.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of times you see on those on toy boxes, it's like age 3 to 7. You know, that this toy is appropriate for, and I would agree on that. Baby toys, you know, it seems like that's so easy to find, but we don't get a lot of donations of those either. And then the older kids, they're hard to shop for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially with the difference in, you know, interests and
Absolutely.
technology these days, but they are difficult to shop for. So I would, you know, looking out for those donations is great.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on today. I so appreciate you being here.
Concern